Hello friends, welcome to State Engineering Service examination section of Winds of Change. We will cover so many questions from the civil engineering topic here from Expert IES. You may contact us at windsoftchange2020@gmail.com, and for the study material you can download from the link given in the description box. You can subscribe to this channel to stay updated for more videos. You may like these videos if you feel useful for you and comment for any feedback. Welcome to second video in the continuation of 200 questions of wastewater engineering and air pollution. We will cover question number 51 to 100 in this video. So let's begin. 51st question. A safety lamp when inserted in the upper portion of a manhole causes flames. It indicates the presence of carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide gas, methane gas or petrol vapors. So if the lamp hole is inserted inside the upper portion of manhole and it causes flame, that means there is a presence of some flammable gas, and in all these options only the flammable gas is methane gas. Okay, so the answer will be C, that is methane gas, and we have to remove the methane gas from the wastewater supply pipe so that it cannot be hazardous to the person entering inside the manhole. Next question. Pick up the incorrect statement from the following for allowing workers to enter sewers. So we have came with this topic here. The particular manhole and one manhole on upstream and one manhole on the downstream should remain open for 30 minutes. Why this is done? For the purpose of the ventilation of the sewer in that portion, so that the methane gases and other harmful gases can be removed. Next, proper test for the presence of the poisonous gas must be carried out. Obviously, it should be performed so that there cannot be any poisonous gas present which can harm the person entering inside the sewer. This is also correct statement. The men entering the manhole should be advised to smoke in the sewer. This is totally incorrect statement because he should not be advised to smoke in the sewer, or he should be advised not to smoke in the sewer, because there can be some flammable gases like methane may be present there and it can cause fire. Warning signals should be erected. It is also correct. So only the incorrect statement is C. So option C will be the correct answer. Next question. Imhoff cone is used to measure total organic solid, total inorganic solid or settleable solid. So Imhoff cones are used to measure only the settleable solids. That is option D is correct. Okay. Next question. The normal values of overflow rate for secondary sedimentation tank ranges between 15,000 to 25,000 liter per square meter per day, 40,000 to 50,000, 50,000, 60,000 or 80,000 to 1 lakh. It should be 1 lakh, not 10,000 liters per square meter per day. So the answer will be A, that is 15,000 to 25,000 liter per square meter per day. This is the normal flow rate of secondary sedimentation tank. Okay, you can watch it here. Secondary sedimentation tank average flow rate varies from 15,000 to 25,000 liter per day for secondary sedimentation tank with trickling filter, as well as for secondary sedimentation tank for activated sludge process. Only for the extended aeration this will be lower. Okay. Next question. Normal flow value for overflow rates for plain primary sedimentation tank ranges between. In the previous question it was asked for secondary sedimentation tank, and now they are asking for plain primary sedimentation tank. So it ranges from 32,000 to 48,000. Okay, 32,000 to 48,000 liter per square meter per day. We can determine it from here, 32 to 48, which is being given here. You can watch the other parameters also for primary sedimentation tank, detention time, peak hourly overflow, as well as the VL loading. Next question. The screens are fixed perpendicular to the direction of the flow, parallel to the direction of the flow, at an angle 30 degree to 60 degree to the direction of the flow, or none of these. So it cannot be placed perpendicular, otherwise it will interrupt the flow, it will reduce the velocity. Parallel to the direction of the flow, there will be no purpose that will be solved by it. At an angle 30 degree to 60 degree to the direction of the flow, we will place the screens like this so that the debris present in the water that can be removed easily, and the size of the mesh will be reduced because of placing it at this particular angle. So the C will be the correct answer. Next question. In case of sewer lines, water test is carried out to check the water tightness of the joints. Test for straightness is carried out with the help of lamp and mirror. Obstruction test is carried out with the help of smooth ball of diameter 13 mm less than diameter of the pipe, or all of the above. So in this, all of the above are the correct option. First of all, water test is carried out. It checks the water tightness so that there should not be any presence of leakage. Test for straightness is carried out with the help of lamp and mirror, in which the reflection is being observed in the mirror so that straightness can be checked. Obstruction test is carried out with the help of smooth ball of diameter 13 mm less than the diameter of pipe. So all of the above are correct answer. Any obstruction present in the pipe can also be tested by inserting at the upper end of the sieve a small ball of diameter 13 mm less than internal diameter of the sieve pipe. In the absence of any obstruction, such as yarn or mortar projected through the joints, etc. Okay. Next question, the pH value of the fresh sewage is usually equal to 7, more than 7, less than 7, or equal to 0. So fresh sewage is usually alkaline in nature, so it will be more than 7. Okay. Next question, if D is the diameter of the upper circular portion, the overall depth of the new X-shaped sewer section is 1.25D, 1.5D, 1.75D, or 2D. This is important question with respect to X-shaped sewer. In this, the answer will be 1.5D, that is option B. How it is so? Because we can see here the diagram of this X-shaped sewer. Let's say this diameter has been given D. If it is D, so it will be 0.5D. So overall depth will become 1.5D. In this figure, you can see that radius is B for this upper circle. So the dia will be 2B and total depth is 3B. Okay. Next question. The stoneware sewers are used for carrying sewage and drainage from houses, are manufactured from clay and shale. After casting, are dried and burned at temperature 150 degrees Celsius, 700 degrees Celsius and 1200 degrees Celsius, or all of the above. So all of the above will be the correct answer here, that is option D. Now the stoneware sewers, they are used for the purpose of carrying sewage and drainage from the houses. This is important. They are used for sewage and drainage from houses only. Are manufactured from clay and shale. This is also important. And after casting are dried and burnt at temperature 150 degrees Celsius, 700 degrees Celsius and 1200 degrees Celsius. So all the details of this stone sewer has been given here. The stoneware sewers are also known as vitrified clay sewers, and they are made from clay and shale. They are burnt at this temperature, initially 150 degrees Celsius, then 650 to 750. So in our option it is being given 700, so it's about the same range, and then the temperature is raised to 1200 degrees Celsius where the vitrification process occurs. Okay, so normally these are favored for the house drainage connection and laterals. You can read about the stoneware sewers very well from this paragraph by pausing this video. I am moving further. Next question. Pick up the correct statement from the following. The maximum rate of storm runoff is called peak drainage discharge. Rational method of estimating peak runoff may be used precisely for areas less than 200 acres. The period after which the entire area starts contributing to runoff is called the time of concentration. So in this also all the statements are correct. All of the above are correct. So option D will be the correct answer. And all the statements are very important. They should be memorized. First of all, maximum rate of storm runoff is called peak drainage discharge, which is correct statement. Rational method of estimating peak runoff may be used precisely for area less than 200 acres. Okay. So rational method is used only for the area less than 200 acres, and the period after which the entire area starts contributing to the runoff, it is called time of concentration. So memorize all this statement. Next question. A rain sanitary sewer is constructed to carry sanitary sewage, storm sewage, surface water or groundwater. So obviously the name suggests rain sanitary sewer, so obviously it will contribute to the storm sewage. Okay, it will contribute for the storm water. Next question. Primary treatment of sewage consists of removal of large suspended organic solid, oil and grease, it should be sand and grit, or floating material. So the answer will be A, that is primary treatment of sewage consists of removal of the large suspended organic solid. I have explained about the primary treatment, secondary treatment and tertiary treatment very effectively in the video of revision of wastewater engineering. You can watch the video by following the link given in the description box, or you may visit at this video or this channel only. Next question, for efficient working of sieve, it must be ensured that minimum velocity of 0.6 meter per second is maintained at its minimum flow of diameter above 600 mm. A maximum flow velocity of 2.4 to 3 meter per second is maintained at its maximum flow. So minimum and maximum velocity that has to be maintained, we have to watch it which statement are correct. So option C is the correct, that is both statement 1 and statement 2, that is A and B statement are correct. Minimum velocity of 0.6 meter per second for diameter above 600 mm and maximum velocity of 2.4 to 3 meter per second for its maximum flow. So let's find it out. For what material, what is the maximum permissible velocity? For cast iron sewer pipe, it is 3.5 to 4.5 meter per second. For earthen channel, it is 0.6 to 1.2. Brick sewer 1.5 to 2.5. Stoneware 3 to 4.5, and concrete sewer pipe, it is 2.4 to 3 meter per second. So in this question, it is being given that is 2.4 to 3 meter per second is maintained at its maximum flow. So we can consider it we can consider it to be a concrete sewer pipe. And minimum velocity of 0.6 meter per second for diameter above 600 mm. Let's see, for 150 to 250 minimum self-cleansing velocity is 1 meter per second. For 300 to 600 it is 0.75, and above 600 minimum self-cleansing velocity is 0.6 meter per second. So that statement was also correct, and we should memorize these values, it is very important. Next question, the type of section adopted in trunk and outfall sewer is parabolic shaped, horseshoe shaped, egg shaped or circular shaped. So in the trunk and outfall sewer, they have to carry a huge amount of discharge. We will prefer here horseshoe shaped, that is option B will be correct answer. What is horseshoe shaped sewer? You can see here, this is horseshoe shaped sewer. This is the cross section of it. This may be used for the large sewer with heavy discharge such as trunk and outfall sewer, which was the statement given. Such sewer is suitable when headroom for the construction of the sewer is limited. Okay, that is this headroom is limited. Okay, and the invert of this section may be flat, parabolic or circular. This section can be flat, parabolic or circular. Its height is more than its width, and its wall most inclined with the semicircular arch at the top. Okay, next question, the sewer which collects the discharge from the collecting system and delivers it to the treatment plant is known as. So sewer which collect discharge from different system and then finally it brings it to the treatment plant, that is called outfall sewer, that is option D will be the correct answer. Next question, lead acetate test in the sewer manhole is done to test the presence of methane gas, hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide gas or diesel vapors. So lead acetate test is done for hydrogen sulfide. It will check the presence of hydrogen sulfide. Lead acetate test strips are a cheap and simple method of hydrogen sulfide detection in both water and air. Simply we dip in the water and check for the color change. To measure H2S gas in air, wet the strip first. If present, the strip will change the color. So by color changing technique, we can obtain that there will be presence of hydrogen sulfide. Next question, the sewer must be adequate size to avoid overflow, must flow under gravity half to 3/4 full, must be laid at least 2 to 3 meter deep to collect water from the basement, or all of the above. So all of the above will be the correct statement. First of all, sewers must be of adequate size to avoid overflow. Secondly, it must flow under gravity half to 3/4 full. Maximum capacity can be utilized. Must be laid at least 2 to 3 meter deep to collect water from the basement. Okay, all of the above are correct. Next question, the detention period for plain sedimentation water tank is usually 4 to 8 hours, 8 to 16 hours, 16 to 24 hours or 24 to 36 hours. So the answer will be A, that is 4 to 8 hours for plain sedimentation water tank. We should memorize it. Next question, the minimum recommended diameter of the sewer is 5 cm, 10 cm, 15 cm or 20 cm. So minimum diameter is 15 cm, that is recommended, and maximum is the 3 meter. So 15 centimeters to 3 meter. Always memorize it. The diameter of sewer varies from this range only. Next question. In septic tank, decomposition of organic bacteria is done by anaerobic bacteria, aerobic bacteria, both type of bacteria, or none of these. So septic tanks works under anaerobic condition. So anaerobic bacteria will act here in the septic tank. Okay, so decomposition is done by anaerobic bacteria. Next question. Pick up the correct statement from the following. Rate of digestion of sludge is more at higher temperature. This is the correct statement. We all know that rate of digestion increases at the higher temperature. Thermophilic organism digest the sludge if the temperature ranges from 40 degree to 60 degrees Celsius. So average is 45, so it about 45, so it is also correct. The temperature range is from 40 to 60. Mesophilic organism digest the sludge if the temperature is between 25 to 40 degrees Celsius. I think it is also correct statement. So all of the above will be the correct statement. D will be correct, and we should memorize these things. Rate of digestion increases at higher temperature. Thermophilic range is from 40 to 60 approximately, and mesophilic range from 25 to 40. Next question. Pick up the incorrect statement from the following. Septic tank are horizontal continuous flow type of sedimentation tank, which is a correct statement. Septic tank are generally provided a detention period of 12 to 36 hours. Septic tank are completely covered and high vent shafts are provided for the escape of foul gases. So none of the above statement are incorrect. Each statement are correct. Septic tank detention period is 12 to 36 hours. It is totally covered because obviously that is why it works under anaerobic condition only, and there can be only a escape in the form of vent shaft to remove the foul gases, and they are horizontal continuous flow type of sedimentation tank. Okay. Next question. The angle subtended by the surface of the sewer water with partial flow at sewer center is 120 degree. Having the diameter of the sewer as 200 centimeter, the depth of the sewer is 20 centimeter, 25 centimeter, 40 centimeter, or 50 centimeter. Answer is 50 centimeter. You can do it by your own. If we make the 120 degree angle in this sewer section, circular section, let's say this is 120 degree, then we will come to know one of the result that this much of depth will be d by 4. Okay, this will be d by 4, which will be the depth here, which will be obtained. So we can say that 200 centimeter for 200 centimeter dia, flow depth that will be 50 centimeter. You can find it out by your own also. This is 120 degree, so this will be 60 degree, and this is r, so this will be r cos theta. This will be the r minus r cos theta, that is r1 minus cos theta, which is 60 degree. 1 minus 1 by 2 will be 1 by 2, so this will be r by 2. Okay, since this is r by 2, so it will be d by 4. Next question. If the overland flow from the critical point to the drain is 8 km and the difference in the level is 12.4 meter, the inlet time is. In this question, we should know the formula of Kirpich, that is Kirpich formula. Kirpich formula tells us that Ti, that is inlet time, is 0.855 into 8 cube upon 12.4 raised to a 0.385. This is mistakenly written as 0.855. It is 0.885. It has to be 0.885. Okay. Kirpich formula 0.885 into 8 into this length cube, that is the overland flow distance, that is 8 km, upon the difference in level, that is 12.4. So the answer will be 4R. Option C will be the correct answer. Okay. This question is important for both environment as well as hydrology perspective. Okay, you can watch the Kirpich formula here. T equal to 0.885 L cube by H raised to the power 0.385. Here all the definitions are being given. You can memorize it. Next question. If the length of the overland flow from the critical point to the mouth of the drain is 13.58 km and the difference in the level between the critical point and drain mouth is 10 meter, the inlet time is 2R, 4R, 6R, 8R. So similarly, this can also be done. I think here also I have, this is being wrongly written. It has to be 0.885. So the answer will be 8R in this. You can do it by your own also. Next question. The reduced level of the string at the consecutive side rails A and B are 203.575, 203.475 meter respectively. If the difference in their RD is 10 meter, the gradient of the sewer line is 1 in 100 upward, 1 in 500 upward, 1 in 100 downward, or 1 in 503 upward. So the answer will be 1 in 100 downward. Why this is downward? We can see here that the elevation is being decreasing. So obviously it will be running in the downward direction, and the gradient will be difference in this upon the RD, that is 0.1. 0.1 is obtained from where? 203.575 minus 203.475 divided by 10, which will be 1 in 100. This will be the gradient. This is very easy question. Next question. The sewer pipes carry sewage as gravity conduit, are designed for generating self-cleansing velocities at different discharge, should resist the wear and tear caused due to abrasion, or all of these. So answer will be all of these. The sewer pipes carry sewage as gravity conduit. First of all, there will not be the pressure applied, it will flow under gravity. These are designed for general self-cleansing velocities at different discharge, okay, and should resist the wear and tear caused due to abrasion. All are correct answer. Next question. The detention time T of the settling tank may be defined as the time required for particle to travel along its length, particle to travel from top surface to the bottom sludge zone, or the flow of sewage to fill the tank, or none of these. So detention time of settling tank, we have to find out. Maybe the time required for, answer will be C, that is flow of sewage to fill the tank. Why it is so? Because detention time is volume upon discharge. So obviously 1 unit of discharge which will fill a unit volume, which is called detention time, 1 unit of detention time. Okay, so this is the flow of sewage to fill the tank. Next question. Which one of the following test is used for testing sewer pipes? Water test, ball test, mirror test, or all of these? So answer will be all of these. All of these tests are important. Water test. The sewer testing is to ensure no leakage through the joints after giving sufficient time to these joints to set in. For this purpose, sewer pipe sections are tested from manhole to manhole under the test pressure of 1.5 meter of water head. That is, depth of the water in the manhole is maintained at about 1.5 meter. If there will be leakage, this will decrease. Okay. So second test, that is ball test. Ball test we have already discussed. A ball of diameter 13 mm less than internal diameter that is being placed so that we check any obstruction that should not be present in it. Mirror test is for the straightness of the sewer pipe, that can be tested by placing a mirror at one end of the sewer line and a lamp at the other end. If the pipeline is straight, the full circle of light will be observed. However, if the pipeline is not straight, this would be apparent and the mirror will also indicate any obstruction in the pipe barrel. Okay, so these three tests are being performed for the sewer check. Next question. Pick up the correct statement from the following. The larger the sewer in size, more will be the velocity. Smaller the sewer in size, less will be the velocity. Larger the sewer in size, no deposition will take place. Larger the sewer in size, deposition will take place. So the answer will be D, that is larger the sewer size, more deposition will take place. With larger sewer size, this is not certain that velocity will be more, and this is also not certain with smaller the velocity will be less. For larger sewer, we can only say one thing, that there will be more deposition. Next question. Pick up the incorrect statement from the following. The mixture of water and waste product is called sewage. This is correct statement. The treated sewage effluent are generally used for irrigating the crops. This is also correct. The process of collecting, treating and disposing of the sewage is called the sewerage, which is also correct. This is called the sewerage, definition of sewerage. The old conservation system was definitely better than water carriage sewerage system, which is totally incorrect statement. So this will be here. This will be incorrect statement, that is option D. Old conversion system were totally unhygienic, that is why it is being obsolete now, and only the water carriage system is mainly used. Next question. Aerobic activity is maximum in freshly produced sewage, at sewer pipes, in sewer treatment plant, or none of these. So aerobic activity will be maximum in case of the freshly produced sewer only, where microbial mass will be highly active. Next question. During preliminary treatment of sewage, oil and grease are removed from skimming tank, floating material are removed by screening, and grit and sand are removed by grit chamber, or all of these. So Obviously all of these are correct statement. Grit and sand are removed by grit chamber. Floating material, that is debris, large debris are removed by screening, and oil and grease are removed in skimming tank. Okay. Next question. Traps, that is water traps, are water seals which prevent the entry of foul gases, are used to trap the rats entering the sewer, which is totally incorrect. Dissolve the foul gases or create symphonic action to increase the quick disposal of sewerage. So the answer will be A, that is traps are water seals which prevent the entry of foul gases. That is why traps are provided. You may have seen it below the toilets in the WC as well as Indian. This is P type trap, this is S trap, and this is bottle trap. Okay. Next question. In sewage having fully oxidized organic matter, the nitrogen exists in the form of nitrites, nitrates, free ammonia, or aluminoid nitrogen. So here we can see that we are talking about fully oxidized condition of organic matter. In the fully oxidized condition, all these will not exist, neither nitrites exist, nor free ammonia exist, nor aluminoid. There will be presence of nitrates. Okay, so nitrates will be the correct answer, which is the totally oxidized form of nitrogen. Next question. In sewers, the highest non-scoring velocity is achieved in glazed brick sewers, cast iron sewers, cement, concrete sewers, or stoneware sewers. So, highest non-scoring velocity that can be achieved in glazed brick sewers. You can watch the table here for non-scoring or limiting velocities for it for different types of sewer. For vitrified tiles and glazed bricks, that is here present here. For this it is 4.5 to 5.5 meter per second. For cast iron sewer it is 3.5 to 4.5. For stoneware sewer it is 3 to 4 only, and for cement concrete sewer it is 2.5 to 3. So you can see here the highest velocity will be achieved in case of vitrified tiles and glazed bricks. Okay, we should memorize this table also. Next question. If the pH value of sewage is 7, it is acidic, it is alkaline, it is neutral, or none of this. So it is very easy question, it is neutral only. At 7 it is a neutral range. Next question. For providing an Indian type WC, that is water closet, the RCC slab in the toilet portion should be sunk by 20 cm, should be kept 20 cm above the adjacent portion, should be sunk by 50 cm, or need not to be sunk. So this is very important question for the construction purpose. The slabs in the toilet portion, they should be sunk by 20 to 30 cm for western commodes, but for Indian type of commode they should be sunk by about 450 to 500 mm, that is 45 to 50 cm. So answer C will be the correct answer. The following depth of the sunken slab shall be provided for all the wet areas in the building where false ceiling is not provided and where the toilets are typical. 300 mm depth for European water closet and floor traps, and 450 mm minimum depth for Indian water closet. Okay. Next question. In Chezy's formula, V equal to C root RS for calculating the velocity of the flow in the circular sewer of diameter running full, the value of hydraulic mean radius is. So this is very easy question. The value of hydraulic mean radius will be d by 4, that is A upon P pi d square by 4 upon pi d. So it will be d by 4. Next question. Hydraulic mean radius is, this is also easy question. Mean radius of sewer, difference of head between 2 points in a circular pipe. Mean of radii in a pipeline of varying cross section or cross sectional area upon wetted perimeter. So obviously we know that it is cross sectional area upon wetted perimeter, that is option D will be correct. Next question. Hazen's formula, that is for settling velocity Vs equal to 418 Gs minus Gw d 3t plus 70 upon 100 is used for the settlement velocity of the particles of diameter. This is important question. This formula, maybe you do not revise this formula, but you should know that this formula is used in which particle size? Less than 0.01 mm, less than 0.05 mm, less than 0.1 mm, or greater than 0.1 mm. So this will be used for greater than 0.1 mm. Okay. Answer D will be the correct answer. Next question. The arrangement made for passing the sewer line below an obstruction below the hydraulic gradient line is called inverted siphon, depressed receiver, sag pipe, or all of these. So all of these will be the correct answer, and these are the same process, only the names are different. It will be called either inverted siphon or depressed receiver or sag pipes. Okay, next question. Dilution method of disposing of sewage is not referred to when sewage is fresh, when diluting water has high dissolved oxygen content, when diluting water is used for water supply near the point of sewage disposed, or when the dilution water is having flow current. So the answer will be C, that is it is not referred when the diluting water used for the water supply near the point of sewage disposed, because in the water supply it may mix to the water supply and it may pollute the water supply. Since water supply are those water which are fresh and they are consumed by normal individual, so that is why we do not want that any sewage water can be mixed in it. In all the rest of the conditions, the method of disposing of sewage is preferred when sewage is fresh, when diluting water has high dissolved oxygen content, or when the diluting water is having flow currents. Okay. Next question. If a 2% solution of the sewage sample is incubated for 5 days at 20 degrees Celsius and the dissolved oxygen depletion was found to be 8 mg per liter, the BOD of the sewage is, it is very easy question. 2% solution, that means dilution factor is 50, depletion is 8 mg per liter, so we'll multiply it both and answer will be 50 into 8, that is 400 mg per liter. That is option D will be the correct answer. Okay, it is very easy question just for calculating BOD. Next question. Acid regression stage of sludge digestion at a temperature 21 degrees Celsius extends over a period of. The period of acid regression extends from 15 days, 30 days, 60 days or 90 days. So the answer will be 90 days. That is option D. Now what is acid regression? In this, volatile organic acids and nitrogenous compounds of the first stage acted upon by bacteria. It forms carbonates and ammonia compounds. The evolution of H2S and CO2 gases in a small amount, offensive odor, pH value rises to 6.8 and traps of gases of decomposition and forms foamy scum layer and continues for 3 months. That is the question that was asked here, and BOD remains high. Next question. For non-scouring velocity 5 meter per second, the type of the sievers generally preferred is cast iron siever, cement concrete siever, glazed brick siever or stoneware siever. So for non-scouring velocity, this is very high velocity, that is 5 meter per second. We have already seen in one of the question. This much of velocity can be achieved only in case of the glazed brick sievers. Okay, glazed tile or brick sievers. Answer C will be the correct one. Next question. A manhole is generally provided at each bend, junction, change of gradient or all of these. So obviously manhole is provided at all of these, at bends as well as at junction and change of gradient. Where there will be any change in the pipeline cross section, the direction or alignment or dia, then there will be provision of a manhole. Next question. The amount of oxygen consumed by the aerobic bacteria which cause the aerobic biological decomposition of sewage is known as biochemical oxygen demand, dissolved oxygen, chemical oxygen demand, or none of these. So amount of oxygen that is consumed by the aerobic bacteria, that is the dissolved oxygen which will be consumed by aerobic bacteria. Okay, it causes the biological decomposition of sewage. Next question. Removal of oil and grease from the sewage is known as screening, skimming, filtration, or none of these. It is also very easy question. Oil and grease are removed by skimming method. Okay, we have already discussed skimming method in the previous video of this 200 questions. So option B, that is skimming, will be the correct answer. And here we will finish with 51 to 100 question of 200 questions of wastewater engineering. And in the next video we will come up with 101 to 150 question. Till that, subscribe to this channel to stay updated and download the notes from the link given in the description box.